The message of the book of Job is that God has a plan and a purpose for redeeming his creation, the earth. Important individuals with important plans hold important meetings in heaven. The angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came with them. God is the leader of the meeting, and his plan is to let Satan know that there is a man on earth where Satan came from, whose name was Job. There was none like him, unique man with special qualities, blameless, upright, who feared God and turned away from evil. Job, who lived a life just like Jesus, a proof that a man can submit and live for God, doing God's will. Satan challenges God by questioning, does Job serve God for nothing? Job serves only to get blessings, wealth, family, and protection from God. But stretch out your hand and strike, destroy everything he has, and he will curse you to your face. God gives permission to Satan to destroy Job's family and wealth. Well, Satan's big idea did not work. It did not prove his point. Job said, "The Lord gave, the Lord has taken away. Praise be the name of the Lord." The second meeting, God continues talking to Satan about Job's faithfulness and in spite of Satan destroying his family and wealth. Job continues as faithful as ever. God takes responsibility for what happened to Job. Once God gives permission to Satan to destroy Job's family and wealth, God said, "You persuade me to ruin him for no reason." Satan challenges God to push Job to the extreme limits of human faith and endurance, and God allows Satan to go and inflict Job with the most painful disease known to mankind. The only condition was not to take his life. But Satan never understood Job's faith and motive for loving and serving God. Job's wife appears. "Why are you trying to stay innocent? Curse God and die." But Job tells her, God gives and God takes away. He knows why. Chapters 3 to 37 is all human arguments. They consider themselves to be the wisest men on earth. They are trying to figure out the cause, the root of the problem. The first one to talk is Job, blaming his condition. Job's friends, one by one, present their case and came to the same conclusion that Job's suffering was the proof that Job has sinned and done something wrong. But Job tells them that he is innocent. Job had a point. Jesus suffered and Jesus was innocent. Job's friends did not believe him and each presented their arguments. Eliphaz presents his argument based on 3 points: experience, knowledge, and revelation. He says God's retribution on earth is perfect. Bildad presents his argument based on tradition. He said that a God plus a good conduct equals good life. Zophar uses reason and sophistication, and he says God knows everything and you deserve worse than you got. Eliyahu is a monologue. Neither God nor Job is spent any time talking about Eliyahu's comments. Job chapter 26 to 31 presents that God knows all things and fully understands the situation. Job is innocent, but he is fully determined to obey God. Job, just like Jesus, pray, "If you will, take this cup of suffering away from me, not my will, however, you will be done." Job says, "Even though he slays me, I will trust in him." I know that my Redeemer lives. Through the process, Job wrestled with God's silence and his suffering. Over 25 times he asked the question, why? Job and his friends were the wisest men on the east and had asked to have an audience with God. Then God appears and asks the question, who is this that obscures my plans with words without knowledge? God displays his unlimited power and wisdom in contrast with Job's limited ability and understanding. Job could not answer one of the 80 questions. Job chapters 38 to 42. Job answered the first time. Job said, it is too much for me. I don't know. Job needed more teaching about God, and God continues his presentation, challenging Job. Can you be like God? Can you humble the proud? Can you save yourself? Can you domesticate the two beasts, Leviathan and the Behemoth, who represented the sea and the earth? Job's second response is an aha moment. I know you can do all things. I have heard of you before by the hearing of my ear, but now I can see, now I know, I understand, now I repent in ashes. Job's life was changed, his attitude changed. Job let God be God, and God is in control. He has a plan and a purpose. When we understand about God, it changes our attitude. The battle between good and evil is more powerful than us. Paul says in Ephesians, our battles are spiritual battles, more powerful than us. But Jesus overcame sin. Jesus stated the greatest commandment. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Job, by understanding and loving God, he restored his relationship with God and his friends.